Hello everyone. If you've been watching my videos for a while now, you've probably come under the impression that I'm a bit of a lefty, and you'd be right. And this translates into my opinion on abortion as well. I'm very passionately pro-choice. Abortion is not really a subject that I've done too many videos on, but I've kind of been inspired now, and that's come because of the actions of these pro-life, and I'm not even going to call them pro-life, fucking anti-women's rights fucktards who seem fit to berate a user by the name of Scouse XS, who I'm sure many of you have heard of, and if you haven't, you should definitely sub to her links in the sidebar. She's pro-choice as well, and the videos that she's been doing recently have been totally destroying these anti-women's rights fucktards, and a lot of she's been getting a lot of negativity and a lot of flack from these anti-women's rights people, and it's just really been pissing me off. It's not fucking on. So in support of her and in inspiration of, I thought I would find someone who is anti-women's rights, and find a video of theirs and just tear it apart in my own inimitable, incredibly subtle, calm, collected way. And so I found someone. His username is AMPatriot4Life. Probably not the name I would have chosen. I probably would have chosen AMPatriot for women's subjugation for him, but it doesn't have quite the same ring to it, His video was entitled Humans Equal People, and I'll link to it in the sidebar as well so you can see the kind of intelligence I'm working with here. First off, he says that you're a human being, you're a homo sapien, you're a person, and concludes that all human beings are people. And he even writes it down on a bit of paper. So, he's wrote it down. I mean, I have to agree with it. That's all the evidence I need. Oh, wait, no, I'm not an idiot. And I actually form my own opinions. I can't believe in 2010 we still have to explain these things to people. I mean, it's facepalm horrific. Anyway, a fetus is not a person, it doesn't have self-awareness, it's not autonomous, and it's not conscious. It's not an independent entity because it needs the mother to survive, and therefore cannot be defined as a person. It is, in the strictest definition, a parasite, and if you don't like that definition, then go and complain to fucking Webster's, alright? Because I'm not the one who has to describe what words mean. And then he goes on to say about abortionists and their backers will try to say that it's not a person, it's a fetus. And first off, there is no such thing as an abortionist as well. That's when you get some crazy fucking creationists who say that, talk about Darwinists. There's no such thing as Darwinists, and there's no such thing as abortionists, alright? So, at least try and use the correct language. But what you're saying is correct, it is not a person, but a fetus is human, and you're not going to find many pro-choice advocates saying that it's not human. It is a human in the early stages of development, but that does not mean that it has the overriding rights of a woman's body. It is the woman's right to have an abortion because her personal rights are more important than the rights of a potential person. Do you see how that works? Person, potential person. Person, potential person. You see how that works? You cannot judge an action against something based on what it may be in the future. For example, you wouldn't arrest someone because they will rob a bank in a year's time, will you? I mean, it doesn't make sense. And don't give me the shit that it will be a person in the future, because you have no idea that it will. I mean, tragic events such as miscarriages and stillbirths can happen. I'm not saying that they will happen, but the thing is, you do not know, so you cannot say that it will definitely become a person in the future. And then you talk about this person talks about certain hate groups like KKK and the Nazis and how they're prejudiced against certain groups of people, and you're right, they are prejudiced against certain groups of people, self-aware, conscious, independent people. You don't see the difference between like a person, me and a fetus? I mean, I'm not expecting much intelligence from you, but come on, man. And comparing them to pro-choice groups and stuff, I mean, you've got a lot of fucking nerve comparing pro-choice groups and people who support the woman's right to an abortion to the Nazis. I guess I should expect such mind-boggling stupidity from a birther. Oh, that's right. Didn't I mention that? This guy thinks that Obama is a US citizen. That's the kind of intelligence level we're working with here. I mean, I'd be surprised if he can clothe himself in the morning. The reason why these groups claim humans aren't people is, and this is what he says. He says that the reason why these groups claim that humans aren't people, so they feel better about killing other people, which I find rather ironic, because I can't remember the last time someone who was pro-choice murdering a fucking doctor. You know, I don't even think that you know what the terms human and person means, because you seem to use them incorrectly, and they seem to be rather interchangeable to you as well. The Nazis didn't think the Jews were human at all. They thought they were subhuman. They saw killing Jews in the same way as, you know, someone would think of killing a rat or, you know, a mouse or something like that. Don't you see? It's not that these groups claim that humans aren't people. It's that they think that these people aren't humans. But we know they are, and that is where the difference come in. You're just equating an average man and woman off the street with a fetus, and they are just not the same at all. What the Nazis did was completely abhorrent, because they took actual people who can think for themselves, you know, are aware of the world around them, and murdered them. You know, these victims actually had lives and memories to take away. The pro-choice movement actually looks at evidence, you know, the stuff that contradicts your claim that that Obama wasn't born in America, and, you know, uses reason and logic and sees that comparing a fetus with, say, me is completely false and is completely not applicable in any way. The pro-choice movement, you know, they fight bravely for the rights for a woman to have an abortion, simple as, although I fear not simple enough that you will understand it. But anyway, you know, that's just my opinion. I could be right, and I am right. Cheerio.